fashion emergency hotline.
Help! Black Friday's a week away, and I'm already exhausted thinking about running from store to store.
Well, skip the running and get to Old Navy right now.
Old Navy?
Yep, why wait? You can get 40% off your entire purchase in-store and get your gifts in one place starting right now.
40% off?
That's right. And today, for one day only, all Old Navy Active for the family is 50% off.
50% off all active? I'm running there now. Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Old Navy. Valid 11/18. 40% off. Valid 11/18 through 11/22. In stores only. Excludes clearance. Gift cards. Register lane items. Jewelry and today only deals.
Hi, I'm stunning Stella Cheeks.
And I'm the Enigma Erin Klein.
And this is
Not Your Demographic,
a feminist wrestling podcast.
Shockingly, those exist.
One, two, three, go! I think it's working.
It's working now. Okay.
Okay, whatever. Hi, everybody. There's a huge chance that this is going to go sideways.
Yep, 100%.
100%. Also, it's going to be kind of a quick one because I'm at TeslaCon and I still have to do my full face and get into a corset and a bustle and all that shit.
Yeah,
but I did curl my hair.
Yes, you did.
There we go.
Hooray.
How are you? What a loaded question.
Yeah, right. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I haven't cried in a couple of days. That's been good.
That is good.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the stop crying, start figuring out something to do phase, which is good. I get paid tomorrow, so I'm going to donate to the ACLU. That's like my first priority.
Yeah, I gave money to the ACLU and I gave money to a sect of Black Lives Matter Chicago. And I've just decided every paycheck I'm going to give, I'm just going to have a rotating list of charities.
I'm going to do the same thing. That was one of my plans as well. So that's the first goal. Knock that one down, I guess. Other than that, okay. We put the deposit down on our wedding venue. So
exciting.
It was very exciting. It was during the 900th episode of SmackDown, so I didn't watch that live. But
that's okay.
Yeah. So that's very exciting. That's weird and real and shit. So, but other than that, okay. I've been okay. How have you been?
Pretty okay.
How are you today?
I'm okay today. I broke my streak of not crying because Hillary had her first public appearance since conceding, and it was just hard because she even said in her speech, she was like, I have to admit, I just kind of want to read a book and cuddle with my dogs and never leave my house again. But that's not what we're here to do.
Right.
But she pulled this baller power move and didn't wear any makeup. And it was amazing.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I don't give a fuck anymore. Fuck you guys.
Yes. Right, exactly. Your sexism knows no depth, so who gives a fuck anymore?
Yeah. So anyways, Hillary Clinton lost the election, but won the popular vote by almost 2 million votes.
Unprecedented. An unprecedented popular vote win. It's bananas. It's definitely interesting. It will be interesting to see what happens after this.
And anybody who argues that the Electoral College is still relevant because blah, 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 it's not relevant because unless the electors vote a specific way, it's actually not relevant because the Electoral College was put into place specifically for moments like this. Andrew Jackson or whoever said something to stop somebody who is unequivocally unqualified for the duties. And I think that's what's happening. So if it doesn't work anymore, guys. It doesn't fucking work anymore.
Mm-hmm. Now it's being used to carry out the thing that it was specifically created to permit, or to not permit. So great. Maybe this means the end of the Electoral College. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be fucking great.
I don't think that will ever happen, but I wish.
27 years old, and in my lifetime, I have watched 2 presidential candidates lose the election but win the popular vote, and that is fucked beyond all recognition. Anyways, I'm in the anger phase.
Yep.
That's the phase I'm in, and I'm never going to reach the acceptance phase because fuck that phase.
Yeah, agreed. I completely agree.
Yeah, I made my first call to one of my senators today, or not today, yesterday. And I don't like talking on the phone because nobody likes talking on the phone. But I still did it because I'm a goddamn adult. And anybody who's ever worked in politics has said phone calls matter more than literally anything else. I'm going to call Senator Ryan's office or Congressman Ryan's office and be like, hey, guys, I have some feelings.
Right, exactly.
So maybe like pull your dicks out of your brains and fucking grow a clit and fucking stand up for what's right. Okay? Okay.
I love that. Girl clit. That's way better.
Grow a clit and let's do this shit. Oh yeah, and if you guys don't want to hear about politics, never listen to this podcast again because it's going to be a part of this podcast for the next 4 years at least.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Back to our original plan.
Design. Our original design. Oh, also up top because I'm feeling like a little salty and a little like sassy, I guess. So we've had a couple like reviews at iTunes that are like, oh, I just wish that they like took more notes and stayed on topic more and things like that. And I get it. Like there are lots of podcasts for you to listen to and you like graciously have chose to listen to ours. But like we have never claimed to be a news podcast.
Yeah.
And also like it's a free show. And also like I would say most people like our tangents because they lead to things like operatic space sex. So if you don't enjoy those things, don't listen. Like,
yeah, this just isn't the show for you. There's
also a million, trillion, cajillion wrestling podcasts. And if you want one that's news-based or like fact-centric, like go find one of them. This is not for you because, I don't know, I don't feel like catering to anybody. Whatevs. I don't give a fuck.
Operated SpaceX. I mean, how can you say no?
How can you say no? Anyways, you should be signing up to volunteer and you should be donating money if you have it. Like, and no offense, Erin, I'm going to call you out. Erin is poor as fuck. And if Erin can find some money to donate, then like, I feel like you can find some money to donate.
Yeah. Donate like $5. Like that means something. Every dollar means something. So even if you are poor like I am, like just give a couple bucks if that's all you can afford to do. Cause you can afford to do that. Like don't get a coffee one day. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm just not going to get coffee a couple of days. That's enough.
Absolutely fair.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, let's talk about wrestling. Oh, and shocker, I don't have any fucking notes. I'm real salty tonight.
Yeah, you're super salty. It's okay.
Full anger phase in effect.
Yeah, right? Like, I barely watch wrestling this week, let alone take notes.
I know. I powered through it.
Did you watch the series or season finale of Total Bellas?
I did.
How did you feel about it?
Nikki's a baby and Bree's kind of mean.
Yeah, Bree's kind of a bitch. That was
but like, to be fair, if your sister was constantly telling you, I think you've changed, I don't think your husband like is this, I think like I can see where Bree is coming from. Well, and I can see where Nikki's coming from, but like
that's what I was gonna say, like I was in that situation because I did change a lot and I was dating someone who was terrible. So I know what it also feels like to ignore someone. And Daniel Bryan's a dick. Like we've said that many times. It's not like Nikki was wrong.
Yeah, I know. But also there's that like thing of like, you can't really tell somebody's relationship.
Right. Yeah.
Unless you're in it. And it's like, it's not like John Cena's like a pillar of, whatever.
That's the other thing. John Cena's also kind of a piece of dirt. So like, I can see how Brie would be like, maybe shut your face, Nikki. I did really like it though. I will definitely watch the next season of Total Bellas. I hope it's
I'm so depressed because I haven't had a chance to watch Totes Steves yet.
Neither have I.
I've heard that Lana's a quote basic bitch.
Maybe she does pick her own costumes.
Maybe she does. That plaid pink suit. Ugh. It's so tragic. I can't deal with that. Okay, do we have any news?
I know
Paige made an appearance at an indie wrestling show.
Yep, I saw that. I saw that she promoted the premiere of Total Divas by literally just copying and pasting the copy that they gave her in her email into her Instagram, which I thought was hilarious. She's like, I don't give a shit about this.
Well, they took her out of all the commercials.
Yeah, that's why I'm sure she's like, bite me.
Bite me.
Yes. I don't have any other news.
Me neither. Fuck it. What'd you watch this week? I watched TNA, Lucha Underground, Raw, and SmackDown.
I watched Raw, SmackDown. Did you say Lucha?
Yep.
Okay. I did not watch Lucha, but I read about it. I had it all spoiled, so I don't really care.
Oh no, it was really good.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
Unsurprising, Aztec Warfare is baller as shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow, but I already know what happened, so I'm not.
Well, you know who won. You don't know everything that happened.
That's true. That's a good point. I do know who won. Do you, listener? Do you know who won?
Everyone who listens to this knows who won. Do you just want to start with Lucha then?
Yeah, let's start with Lucha.
Oh my God, sexy star, new
Hooray!
champion!
I'm so glad. We didn't know that this had happened.
We had a feeling.
Yeah, but we had a feeling. After she won the Gift of the Gods and we knew that she retired, it was kind of like, okay, this seems like it's definitely going to happen.
But she won it without the Gift of the Gods.
Which is pretty
tricky
baller.
Lucha Underground.
Yep, I agree. Yeah, I'm happy about it.
I know. I said to you, I was like, well, at least there was one shattered ceiling this week. Womp, womp, womp. Terrible. Oh, I'm so furious.
Oh
I
my
keep
God, I
thinking
know.
about old women who like got to vote for president for the first or for a woman and like just crying about those poor old women.
I know. I thought the same thing. I was just like standing down. I have to walk past the Trump building every day to get from my subway stop to my building. So twice a day, and it sucks. But I do like watching all these people walk by and just like flip the building off. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're all in this together. All of us in downtown Chicago, right? Jeez.
Yeah. So here's some other cool things that happen in Aztec Warfare. It starts off with a scene with Dario Cueto and Taya and Johnny Mundo. And Johnny Mundo's like, I'm cashing in next week. Whoever wins, I'm cashing in unless I win. And then Taya's making she's got a handheld recorder, like camera, and she's like making a documentary about Johnny Mundo. And Dario's like, excuse me, what is happening?
Oh my God.
But then Johnny Mundo gets cocky and he changes Mundo's entrance from 12 to 2.
Oh, all right.
Which was awesome.
Smart.
Black Lotus tribe came. It is 3 women and a Black Lotus.
Sweet. Awesome.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. It was so good because there's so many people in Lucha Underground that you're like, how is that person going to get eliminated, right? Like, how does it make sense for Matanza to get eliminated or Mil Muertes or Pentagon Dark, honestly, at this point?
Yeah, true.
And the way that they got rid of Pentagon Dark is the 3 women that's not Black Lotus like get into the ring, and then Black Lotus gets in the ring and they're all in their like black. They all have very similar outfits to Black Lotus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they just like take out Pentagon. Like they just beat the shit out of him. The girl, I don't know her name, but the girl who delivers the like final move to Pentagon, it is fucking bananas. It's like a flipping pile driver. It is, and she's tiny and Pentagon. It was fucking sick. And then Black Lotus looks at him and just gives him like the dirtiest look. And then I think Mundo pins him. It was really fucking effective.
Cool.
Another great part is Joey Ryan took handcuffs out of his crotch again and handcuffed him to the stairs. And then I think Mil Muertes was up next, and he just took Joey Ryan and just ripped the stairs apart and then like immediately just destroyed him.
Perfect. That's exactly how he should have gone down.
Yeah, it was really good. Oh, there was a really sick moment with PJ Black and Johnny Mundo and Rey Mysterio where like they tried, the Worldwide Underground tried to fuck with Rey Mysterio, and then he did he jumped on PJ Black and then flipped onto Johnny Mundo and then like delivered a DDT to Johnny Mundo while like kicking PJ Black in the face.
What the fuck?
It was fucking bananas. I've never seen anything like it, and I was like, wow, whatever.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm so excited to watch it tomorrow.
Also, Matanza and Mariposa, whose hair looks super fly, had like a love connection moment, and then Matanza was like hitting himself in the head and then like crushed her, obviously, but he had a moment where he was like, oh, do I want to do
Weird.
Matanza and Mariposa, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man, there was another super great part that I was just thinking of, but then I started thinking about Matanza and Mariposa like getting on. I got really, really distracted by it. Oh no, there were other cool parts. Oh, this is what I think. Angelico is back. Did you hear about that?
No, I did not hear about that. That's so exciting.
It's the last 4 in the ring are, believe it's 2 of the Worldwide Underground. So I think it's Evans and Mundo, but it's like I don't know. It's like some of the Worldwide Underground, right? Okay. It might actually be all three of them. And then the Mac and Sexy Star. And then they're like, oh no, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And then fucking, and Halicone comes back on his perch because he loves to fucking jump off the ceiling. And everyone's like, holy shit, it's Angelico. And then he's got this cool like side fade. It's pretty sharp. I was never sexually attracted to Angelico, but now I'm kind of like, oh, hi, Angelico. Let me do a hair flip. Hello. And then he did his thing where he like jumps off of the roof and he takes out the Worldwide Underground essentially. And then Sexy gets the pin on Mundo. Oh, and then it just ended up being Mill and Sexy in the ring. And he like beat the shit out of her, but he also set up a bunch of like tables and chairs that he was going to take her out on, and she just kept like kind of moving out of the way. So he like essentially took himself out. And then she got the pin on him, which was a brilliant way to do that, right?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, also, when Matanza got pinned, Dario like was like no, and like tried to wave the key, and Matanza took Dario's like face and pushed him to the ground. So I think the monster is loose. That's what the like hitting him the head was. I think like the Matanza is like battling with the god inside of him.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, God, I'm so glad.
It's so fucking good, dude. Like, I don't know how they do it, but every year Aztec Warfare is like...
It just gets better and better.
I mean, Lucha Underground just gets better and better. Oh, also from last week, so Daga's not coming back because he was ripped apart by the elder of the
That's what I thought. I heard one of the characters say, or who said, was it?
Cobra did. She was like... she was talking to Drago, and she was like, do you want what happened to Daga to happen to you, to be ripped apart? And I was like, oh, good, because I didn't care about Daga anyways.
At first I was like, did I mishear her? And Mike and I were watching it together, and he was like, I'm pretty sure they just said that Daga's dead.
Good. Okay. Bye, Daga.
Okay.
You were boring.
He's like a good-looking dude, and he was a pretty good wrestler, but he had no character.
Well, I think it's the Tejano thing, where like your character and your persona in AEW, Jesus Christ, AAA is great, but it just doesn't translate over to the Lucha Underground American audience.
Right, and to honestly, the film style, it's not just like you can be really good in the ring and have a good, like, Tejano is like big and has an exuberant personality, but like that works for a live crowd and not for the like dungeony film set of Lucha Underground. It just doesn't translate.
Yeah, it doesn't translate. There was something else that happened that I want to talk about, but I can't think about it. Oh my God, why can't I think of his real name right now? I can only think of his two fake names. Sami Callihan. Yes. Sami Callihan was in it. His name, which I think is hilarious. So his name on the show is Jeremiah Crane.
Yes, I
saw
that.
Which is very biblical and sounds a little bit similar to Solomon Crow, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree. It's two different birds.
Yeah, I don't know why he can't just be Sami Callihan. Like, why can't we just get Sammy? I mean, it is Sammy. He's doing everything he does. He does the thumb and the...
Yeah. But it's...
he was first eliminated.
That makes sense. Yeah, I wonder why Joey Ryan got to keep his name and like nobody else did.
I don't know. Evil East did. Sexy Star did.
Yeah, but they also work with AAA. I mean, like the independent people who come in have like all had to change their names or like put masks on and change their name. Like Shane Strickland is Killshot
or Killstar. Killstar. AR Fox is he's keeping the name Fox. It's just like, so it's like that's still his last name, I guess. I don't know.
Weird.
AR Fox. I love AR Fox so much. So yeah, that's basically what happened at Lucha Underground Aztec Warfare.
Awesome. Yay. I'm really excited to watch tomorrow. Yay.
It was super good. Didn't record, but I forgot that Pentagon lost grave consequences.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Pentagon dead.
Puma?
Not Pentagon. Puma. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm like doing my makeup and like getting ready for.
I know. I'm like watching you get ready, and I'm like fascinated by it.
That's funny. Oh yeah. So I don't know. Is that how Puma ends?
I don't know.
We know he's not coming back. We know he's not coming back for season 4 because he didn't sign.
And he said that he was unhappy with things that they had done with his character. Like, did they kill his character?
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense if he was like, I'm unhappy because I got murdered.
Right?
Katrina looks so good in Aztec Warfare. She had like the crisscross boob, like latex bodysuit. I cannot wait for her and Evie at
Ultima Lucha.
Ultima Lucha.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be really
It's
good.
gonna be sick as fuck. Did you watch TNA?
No, I didn't watch TNA this week.
When is the last time you watched TNA?
It's been like 3 or 4 weeks.
You are such a garbage partner.
I think Delete or Decay. I read all of the stuff on Cage Sides about what happened.
Okay, the main thing that we need to talk about is that Matt Hardy has amnesia.
Yes, I did know
And
that. I have a lot of questions. Why? How did that happen?
The broken Matt Hardy like voice, but is now like a homemaker dad who wears like a sweater and like makes cookies.
What?
It's so stupid. It's so funny. He was in a fight with the guys in the mask. I don't remember their name, but it's Eddie Kingston and
DCC, right?
sure, whatever, I don't care. They did reveal themselves at the end of the show, and everyone was like,
I know about
"Oh
that.
my God, Eddie!" And then Josh was like, "Who's that?" And I was like, "Come on, you can say it's Eddie Kingston. We all know it's Eddie Kingston. Like, come on." I don't know. I mean, fuck Josh.
True.
I mean, fuck Josh, fuck the Pope. They're the worst. Anyways,
that's true.
So they were fighting in like a backstage segment, and Matt Hardy fell off of a forklift and donked his head.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So now he has amnesia, and Revy is like, I don't know what to do. And Jeff like tried to take him on like a trip down memory lane. He like brought him to Skarsgård, the boat, and was like, "This is your boat. Talk to him." And Matt was like, "But how am I going to?" I can't do his voice, not being like, "I am broken." And yeah, how am I going to talk to a boat? But he was like, "Why?" And he like Vanguard 1 was like all sad, and Senior Benjamin was like, "This is great," because Matt was like doing all of Senior Benjamin's work. He was like sitting in a lounge chair being like, "Oh no, a little higher, a little higher." So they're still the tag champs, so I don't really know what's going to happen with that.
Interesting. When was the last time they defended the belts?
I think against Decay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that I think that's the last time I watched was Delete or Decay. I watched the Halloween segment with Broken Matt Hardy.
Rosemary is back, and there's a new feud with Jade and Rosemary.
Oh, cool.
It
I like
sounded
that pairing.
like so Gail Kim was like brought Jade out to the ring, and it sounded like Gail Kim was going to retire and then hand the mantle to Jade. And then before she could do that, Rosemary came out and then just like beat the shit out of both of them and was like, "I'm creepy," or whatever.
I'm creepy.
Whatever Rosemary is like, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Eli Drake faced Eddie Edwards for the belt, obviously lost.
Yeah, obviously.
But it was a good match. I am liking, you know, I didn't like Eli Drake at all at first, and then I didn't really care about him in the ring, but now I care about him altogether.
Yeah, right? I really like him. I really came around on him a lot. Like,
We should start a list of the wrestlers we've come around on.
right? So when people accuse us of like, you never change your mind about anybody, here is our list.
Has anybody ever accused us of that?
I mean, I've
If anything, I'm sure people are like, "You guys are flip-floppers. You guys don't know anything about wrestling. You're just chicks."
Whatever.
Oh no, I can't find my eyeliner. I found it. I had a momentary like panic attack. Like, what do I do with eyeliner? I just go home, I guess. Not to Walgreens, just like go all the way home.
Where are you? Wisconsin?
Yeah, I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. Okay, so that's all I care about to talk about TNA.
Okay, great. Awesome. Let's move on.
Yeah, but it's still good. I still love it. I still champion it, you know.
It's
true. TNA, my bae. Yep. So what did you think about Raw this week? It's a go-home show. I mistook it. I thought Survivor Series and TakeOver was next week.
I did too.
But it's this weekend.
Yes, it is. And TakeOver Toronto. That's what we should do. Let's call that later. I'll look up the list. I don't know. I thought Raw was, I thought that it was pretty good. I mean, there was a lot of talking. I missed like the entire talking segment at the beginning, and then was like, I'm not going back. So
I mean, you didn't miss a goddamn thing. It was mostly like Stephanie and Mick being like, "You guys are superior teams," and we were like, "Yeah, we get it."
Yeah, that's why you're on these. Okay.
Get it. And then it was like, "Oh, we got to work together," and Jericho tried to give people scarves as gifts.
That was pretty adorable. I did see that. I liked his nautical scarf. It was really cool.
Yeah, but Braun Strowman is a big meanie, and he ripped Chris's $750 scarf right up. Why are
Oh,
they
God.
not selling Chris Jericho scarves? I would put it on, man.
I know, right? I mean, they sell other kinds of scarves. Why don't they sell that? Very dumb.
WWE shop is garbage.
Yeah, true. Is true. I like that they have started to like push a little bit more of the storyline for Raw teams inside of Survivor Series. I thought that SmackDown was doing a really good job of like in-ring storytelling with the teams, and now I think that Raw has started to do that as well.
Finally.
Congratulations! Right before the fucking show.
The fucking go home show.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice that I'm glad that that show did make me feel more invested in these teams. Like it seemed to have served its purpose. It wasn't a bad Raw. It just, I mean, there was more talking than I wanted, but there's always more talking than I wanted because it's 3 fucking hours long. I barely paid attention to that.
Talking with a purpose.
Yeah, that's true. I barely paid attention to that cruiserweight speech that Brian Kendrick gave because
God,
of those terrible glasses.
SmackDown is totally getting the cruiserweights, and Raw is totally getting the IC championship.
100%. 100%.
I want to talk about SmackDown. Bay one.
Yes, he did.
I'm so good. Dolph Ziggler, get your Trump supporting ass out of here. Take your acid wash and get out of my face, you Motley Crue reject. Over it.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Yep. Forever. Forever and ever.
Forever.
Maybe he'll retire
Also,
now.
Miz and Maurice. Ugh. Dream couple.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Yeah, I was really excited to hear that Miz won. Although he's going to lose it because Sammy's about to win it on fucking Sunday, which I'm cool with, honestly. Like, I really want to see.
Yeah, I'm really okay with that. And like, then it sets up a feud with Dolph and Miz that like doesn't have.
It doesn't really. Right, exactly. Yeah, which is good. And then they can move the belt stories to the Cruiserweight division, which will immediately be followed by 205 Live.
Right? Kalisto has to get it.
No, he's definitely going to get it. It's going to be weird, and we're all going to be like, what the fuck? Why did Kalisto win? But then he's immediately going to lose it on SmackDown and or 205 Live. So,
do you know who is not good?
That's a long list.
Sin Cara is not good without Kalisto.
No, he's not. And he also has like a ton of backstage heat because he fucking fights a bunch of people.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Fuck that guy. I did like that moment where SmackDown invaded Raw and Bray and Braun had that moment. I like that. And then Randy and Braun had that moment. Randy is tall as fuck.
That's what I said too. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I knew that he was tall because we saw him face Seth, and Seth is tall. And he's at least noticeably taller than Seth. But he's like 6'8". He's tall as fuck.
Yeah.
Bananas. Super bananas.
Well, how do you feel about them trying to shove Roman and Seth down our throats?
I hate it. I hate it. I mean, by now everyone should know that I hate the Shield. So there's nothing redeeming about that. You know what? Honestly, I would accept it and I would be super happy about it if they were both fucking heels.
But they're both goddamn baby faces.
They're both terrible baby faces. Just turn them both heel. I just don't. Why?
I just don't like babyface stuff because it's like not as fun. He's such a good heel, and I miss his laugh.
I know. I can't have Seth be a babyface and have the New Day be babyfaces. Both of these things can't happen at the same time. Agreed. I need one of them to be edgy. I can't deal with it.
Man, the Raw's tag team I think is garbage.
Yeah, it is. Well, I think that the club is about to stab all of Raw in the back and switch over to SmackDown.
I mean, they just said as much. Yeah. And then do the club with AJ.
Yeah, because then they'll win the tag team belts on SmackDown, and then they'll have a stable full of gold with AJ and the club, and it'll make them all look super strong and powerful. And it should.
I think Raw wins the men's.
Yes.
And I think SmackDown, wins the tag. And I want the women of SmackDown to win, but I unfortunately think it's Raw.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Raw too.
But SmackDown seems so much better. I loved how Charlotte came in on SmackDown and had a ticket and stuff. And then they did Raw invasion of SmackDown. But I loved how baller all of the SmackDown women looked.
Yeah.
Naomi looked great and Natty looked great. And I love that the way that they handled the Nia problem, they just had her eliminate herself, which is we were talking about in Lucha. It makes sense with these bigger, larger than life characters that it doesn't make sense. How is Sasha, I know they're on the same team, but how in the world would Sasha ever
Right. Yeah.
pin Naya. Like, I mean, we'll probably see it someday, but like, it makes sense that she like effectively needs to take herself out.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. That was. It's good. I'm so glad. It's going to be a really, really good match. I don't know. You know, honestly, I think the SmackDown women might win it because Raw has been like progressively forward about the women, and like Daniel Bryan got a lot of flack about the shit that he said about like, oh well, your obsession with the women and whatever, and how
Daniel Bryan's a dick.
Yeah, and SmackDown needs to put a strong focus on their women's division, so I think it's possible that they might also win, and then it'll be more like be a bigger deal when it's just the men's single that wins on Raw if the tag team and the women both win on SmackDown.
Yeah, I also think that it makes sense if, like, it makes more sense to me that the people of the women of SmackDown can get along a little bit more than the women who are on the Raw team, because the Raw team, like, the feud goes deep with Charlotte and Sasha, and the feud goes deep with Bayley, whereas, like, the feuds in SmackDown are pretty new, and the feud goes deep with Nikki and Charlotte too.
Right.
I liked. It was nice to see them fight after like a year. That was great.
Yeah, I completely agree. Oh man. Yeah, I'm like really excited about Survivor Series now.
I know. I'm super excited about Survivor Series. I'm super excited about that.
It's going to be super good. Also, hello, thing that happened on SmackDown, The Undertaker is back now? Like, what the
Oh, yeah, and he said my legacy is no longer tied to WrestleMania. So, like, we can finally just, like, move past that.
Right? Exactly. Like, and he said that he was born at Survivor Series, which is true. Like, I wonder how he's going to be involved. Is he going to have, he's not going to have a match, but like, is he going to interfere in some way? Is he going to make sure that SmackDown wins every single one of that would be baller. I would actually.
I mean, it would be baller. Like, we're Team Blue. We're Team Blue all over the board.
It's true. That is true.
Well, you know what? Some news that, let's talk about Goldberg and Brock. Look, we talked about Goldberg and Brock. Moving on. News that we didn't talk about, all that Joey Styles stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So Joey Styles, if you haven't heard about this, I don't know, you are probably not on Twitter, I guess.
Didn't he just get fired from WWE this year?
For not keeping his fucking mouth shut about Roman Reigns because he's an idiot.
No, it was more about what Vince, like, he could have said anything about Roman Reigns. It's the way that he talked about Vince talking about Roman Reigns, I think.
You're right. Well, I think it's both that, like, it revealed that there are differing attitudes about Roman Reigns and that Vince's vision isn't a totally complete one. I think that is where you're like really got himself in trouble. But I agree. I think it's more that he was talking about
questioned,
Vince's vision.
Oh my God. Did you see that Linda McMahon may be in the running for a cabinet position?
Yes, I did.
I don't like when reality becomes, or like my fake wrestling shit becomes a part of reality.
God. I was listening.
Should we remind everybody that she lost her race?
Twice. She lost her Senate bid twice. Yep. That's why, you know what that is? Your and my money that went into WWE merchandise went into a donation that she made to the Trump Foundation, and that is literally why she's being considered for this, because of all the merchandise we own.
We want to.
I know you want to support the wrestlers. I know. God damn it. This fucking thing. Oh, I was listening to Throwing Shade today, and Erin Gibson made a comment about Trump. She was like, "Isn't he in the Wrestling Hall of Fame?" And someone was like, "Yep." And she was like, "Okay, all right." And I was like, "Oh no!"
Only president to get stone cold stunnered. That was like the only thing that made me happy last Wednesday, is just watching him get stunned over and over and over again.
God. It's amazing.
Stone Cold, come save us.
Oh my God. It's amazing to me. Like, everyone's like turning up all this, like, he's been in everything. He just loves fame and he loves being the center of attention. And he's just been in so many different things. It's so bizarre.
Did you see Obama's talk with
Ronald Reagan?
Did you see Obama's talk with Angela Merkel today?
Yes.
Somebody asked a question and he was like, look, if you don't take the presidency seriously, I don't think you're going to stay in the job very long. And I was like, yeah, but then we get paid.
I know.
lose.
Oh my God. Yep.
There's been a good like stream on the internet though of people finding like old X-Men panels of like senators in the cartoon and the comic book being like, bring the sentinels, destroy the mutants, and like all of them look like Mike Pence.
I know, because he's that person.
He is that person. He is the living embodiment of the people who want to destroy mutants with sentinels. That's a comic book. This is real life.
Oh my god.
Oh, we were talking about Joey Styles.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Being trash.
Yeah, Joey Styles is trash and was told
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage. He was told specifically by Gabe not to. Where was this at Evolve, right?
This was not Evolve.
Go fuck yourself. It's not you, Michael.
I figured. I'd figured that you weren't just telling me to go fuck myself out of the blue.
Yeah, it's true. I don't remember what I was saying. Michael's yelling at me. I forgot to push the fucking quarters in on one of my loads of laundry, and so he had to do it for me.
What a butthole. Joey Styles was at Evolve, and
Yes.
he was on commentary with a woman who, and I've never watched Evolve. I've only watched like matches here and there. And he made a comment to the, like, he made a comment that was basically like, oh, you look so good tonight. If somebody was here, you know he'd want to grab you by
If our president was here, he'd want
President-elect, goddammit. He's not our president yet. Anyways, he made a joke about grabbing her pussy at a fucking wrestling show, and then he got immediately fired, which kudos to Evolve. And then Shakara was like, bye, we're a family-friendly show and you're trash. See you later.
Yep, and Beyond Wrestling also fired him.
Did you read the Shakara, the like letter from Mike Quackenbush? It was fucking great. He was like, we need to move past these like carny values where we think, oh, it's just a joke. Oh, it's just wrestling. This is, wrestling's edgy. Wrestling's this, that, the other thing. And he was like, and we need to move into the like current century where we are inclusive and accepting, and we acknowledge that our fans are different than they used to be. And it was great. I highly recommend you read his letter about firing Joey Styles.
I will.
And then you can go read Mickey James's letter.
Oh my god, I got like 2 sentences
Mickey
in. It was
James, why you gotta ruin your return for me?
I know, right?
I just praised you last week, you stupid butt. And Cody Rhodes is a Trump supporter. I hate wrestlers.
Yeah, I knew that. You know who else is a Trump supporter? Corey Graves.
Not surprised by that.
Who said the dumbest thing? He was like, I was on welfare and pulled myself up, and no president helped me. And
you were like, wrong.
Right? I saw someone
welfare helped you, therefore the government helped you.
Literally, FDR.
Britain. I'm sorry. Did you ever hear about anything called the New Deal?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, Corey, you can dress really well and you're hot, but like
your pocket square game on point.
Pocket square game
messy.
on fire. Politics, keep your mouth shut.
Oh, man.
Why don't you just talk about how much you want to bone Eva Marie?
It all makes sense now.
It all makes sense. Ugh. I hate finding out wrestlers are trash, but I love finding out wrestlers are amazing. Did you see? So Kevin Owens and AJ Styles have been going back and forth, like, because they're the champions of their brands. And then AJ sent him a tweet that was like, oh, you something about like, oh, you're not even good enough to like, oh, you should be wrestling for the women's title or something, like you're not good or whatever. And then Kevin Owens tweeted back like, oh, very progressive, buddy. Nice comeback. Also, by the way, our women's champion could kick your ass. And I was like, yes, Kevin Owens, come through.
Yeah, Kevin Owens is the best. He just consistently proves to be a great human being. Yep. Sami Zayn's great. Absolutely. I fucking
Austin
love it.
Creed, Xavier Woods is great. Sasha's great. Mm-hmm. I just want my wrestlers to have like modern politics. Is that too much to ask? I don't want these carny values, and I want like modern politics, and I just want people to like care about other people.
Yeah, I know, right? It just seems like it should be easy.
R-Truth definitely voted for like Gary Johnson, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. So did Goldust.
Like, you two voted for Gary Johnson, right? Yep. I don't know. I didn't know Goldust has a trans stepchild. So I don't know. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
His stepchild was attacked.
What?
And he released a statement. He released a statement that was like, this hatred and this bigotry like has to go. Like it breaks my heart that like someone I care about had to go through this, but like people shouldn't have to go through this. And Gold Dust, did a lot of things in the 90s that are like in retrospect are questionable, but he like definitely was always comfortable like approaching those lines and like trying to like be more gender fluid, all that stuff. And like, so I don't know what Gold Dust politics are.
I thought he
but
was
then
a
again,
libertarian.
Cody Rhodes is married to a black woman and he voted for Trump, so I'm confused.
Oh my God. How can you live with yourself? Like, what a shitty, like.
I don't know. I mean, there are minorities who voted for Trump. There was there was a lot of fucking white women. Oh, I mean,
oh man.
Gotta be honest, like being white sometimes is the worst because like our, Caucasianness is like always tainted by the fact that there's so many garbin Caucasians.
Yeah.
Caucasians.
Oh my God, just the
white women.
I know. I felt personally betrayed by it. Like, fuck these people. Fuck
I was
those
listening to some podcasts and they were like, come collect your people. And I was like, I will take care of this. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
I'll take care of this.
Yep.
Also, I found out somebody in my family voted for Trump and I got really mad and I was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, no, I'm going to have a conversation with them and I'm going to be calm and I'm going to like actually see why they voted. And then I'm going to like very frankly, but very nicely be like, this is why I think that's problematic. This is why I think that's very offensive. And I like, don't think that you thought this through all the way. And I want to have a conversation because that's how you change people's minds. You don't change people's minds by being like, you're a fucking idiot, even though that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yep.
Welcome to Not Your Demographic, the Wrestling and Politics podcast.
Surprise, they're intertwined with each other.
More than we would like.
Yeah, seriously. Our president-elect is in the WWE Hall of Fame. It's all relevant now.
It's all relevant.
Jesus
you know that Chris Jericho's birthday is the day after the election? He tweeted out like a photo and he said it could be worse and it like had a picture of him as president and I was like, I don't know, I'd take it at this point.
Jesus Christ.
Jericho for president. Let's let Canada take over.
Oh my God. I mean, I like Justin Thoreau, but I also have a feeling that he's got secret problematic things happening.
Yeah, with ladies.
I don't know. Something about it.
I don't know. He's hot, and until something comes out, I'm team him all the way.
Okay. All right. I'm like casually, or I'm cautiously reserved, but
cautiously reserved.
Cautiously enthusiastic. That's probably a better way to put it.
Ugh, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Any other thoughts about? All right. That's all for the SmackDown. Any other thoughts about Survivor Series? I mean, we sort of already called it.
Yeah, super excited about it.
Yeah. All right.
I think
cool.
we basically called the whole goddamn card.
Yeah, I agree.
I am so ready for Emelina to come. I'm done with these promos.
Yeah, me too. So I'm like, okay, great. She's very hot.
But I know it's not going to be a troll, but I hope it's a troll and she's just exactly the same. I want that. I need tiny gloves.
I know, right?
It's where her superpower comes from.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't watch. I'm like a week behind. I'm like 2 weeks behind on NXT. I know Takeover's this weekend, and I'm very excited about it.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna call the NXT Takeover card because
quick.
I'm not going backwards. I'm not watching those old NXTs. I'm moving forward from the pay-per-view. So okay. All right. Are you ready? All right. Ty Dillinger versus Cody Rhodes for King of Canada, I guess.
Ty Dillinger versus Bobby Rhodes.
Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode. You just said Cody Rhodes.
Sorry.
And then I said Bobby Roode or Bobby Rhodes, but it's Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode.
I think Ty wins. Bobby can take a loss right now. He's he came in super hot. He's won a bunch.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Definitely Ty for King of Canada.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad that they finally made him into a baby face. I think that he's moving in the right direction and he needs a strong win. So I hope he wins. All right. TM61 versus Authors of Pain for the Dusty Cup. I did not see this coming that they were going to be the final two. I really thought it was going to be DIY, but well.
I know. I don't know. I think Authors of Pain, unfortunately.
I agree. I want it to be TM61, but I think it's going to be Authors of Pain.
I can't believe it's not DIY.
I know, but DIY is fighting the Revival for the tag team championship. So I guess they kind of like skipped the step that I thought that they were going to take of winning the tournament. I think that the Revival's going to retain. I think that this is it for DIY at NXT at least, because now they have 205 Live and SmackDown is going to get the Cruiserweight Championship. Like they have room for both of them now to be, and like people love them and they need faces people are familiar with to bring them into 205 Live and to the Cruiserweight division.
That's true. That's true. I already put on deodorant. I just put it on twice.
I know. I was like, "Why you just did that?"
I forgot.
Whatever. Better than nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
So you think Revival also?
No, I think DIY. Okay. Just because I like to be contrary.
All right, that's fair. All right, Asuka versus Mickie James for the NXT Women's Title. I mean,
Asuka.
Yeah, obviously. She's going to retain. Why?
And if I had a different opinion before, which I didn't, it would have changed.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't, but just to be clear.
I agree.
It would have changed.
And Joe versus Nakamura for the NXT Men's Title.
Nakamura.
I completely agree.
It's time for Joe to come up.
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing left for him. He's at the same place that Finn was at right before he came up. Like, what else are they gonna do with him? There's no one left for him. He doesn't really need anyone else. There are other people to help elevate people, and all it's gonna do is just make him stale and stagnant.
Yeah, I agree.
It's time. All right, that's it. Also looking forward to this. It's gonna be a super good show.
Do you like my full transformation?
I do. You just got totally ready in front of me. You look very nice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
We didn't get any questions this week, which is fine.
Yep.
I think everyone was probably going through it.
Yep.
Which is, take time, feel your feelings, but then take action.
Yeah. Like a week, 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, depending on how this affects you personally. That's cool. But then after that, you got to get organized and
then after that, grow a clit.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
That's fucking right.
Okay, you can find us on the internet. I'm at Urgency on Twitter.
Stella_chicks.
Cheeks.
Checks. At
checks. You can email us questions or whatever. If you want to send us awesome photos of wrestlers, I guess you could do that too at notyourdemographic@gmail.com.
Honestly, if you're going through it and you need to send me a beautiful picture of Hillary laughing, I would like it.
Or beautiful photos of Hillary when she was younger. Totally into that.
So pretty.
I know.
I just put on my makeup.
I know. Sorry.
You can find us at notyourdemographic.tumblr.com. I don't know if we said that. We're on Cage Side Seats. Please find us there. Click around. Stay a while. Please find us on iTunes and rate, review, and subscribe. You can leave whatever kind of review you like, but I'm only reading the nice ones on air.
Oh, I heard something. Oh, this is good outro stuff. Dan Curry, my comedian friend from Michigan, he was in Detroit, and he overheard somebody talking about Not Your Demographic at a comedy show he was at.
I was like, those are my friends.
He was like, I was doing something, and I went to go back to talk to them. I couldn't figure out who it was, and I was like, oh my God, that's so fun. I was just like, that's the best. I'm so excited. So that was pretty cool. So whoever you are, if you know who Dan Curry is, he's a really good friend of mine.
And I know him.
Yes, true. That's true. All right. Well, I think that's it then. Yeah.
All right.
Dummies.
Yeah.
Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious. And I will defend.
Erin, did this cut out? Erin, I don't have time for this.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yelling at you.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming, and I'm loud. Roar!
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything!
Fashion emergency hotline.
Help! Black Friday's a week away and I'm already exhausted thinking about running from store to store.
Well, skip the running and get to Old Navy right now.
Old Navy?
Yep, why wait? You can get 40% off your entire purchase in-store and get your gifts in one place starting right now.
40% off?
That's right. And today, for one day only, all Old Navy Active for the family is 50% off.
50% off all active? I'm running there now. Thanks.
Don't thank me. Thank Old Navy. Valid 11/18. 40% off. Valid 11/18 through 11/22. In stores only. Excludes clearance. Gift cards. Register lane items. Jewelry and today only deals.